And we are back on a Hinterland Survival Challenge, 0 to $100 million. Today I need to get to about $36,000. And well, you can see we're only at 12,694. It's a good start. We made some good money last episode with a couple of loads of logs, and the grass is what really brought that money in at about $2,000 a load, which was pretty good. So, what I'm going to do is just kind of get to work grinding out some of these trees. Maybe a couple, two, three trees, and then cut some grass or something. I don't know. We'll just have to see where this goes. But I need a lot of money because we're going to be buying a new tractor. So to start things off, I'm going to go ahead and chop down some trees here. And we could be, let's see, I'm thinking maybe look into a bigger trailer, but the problem with that is we have no way to pick up bigger logs. So as much as I would like to go with the bigger tractor, I just or bigger trailer, I just can't do that right now. But yeah, so as far as the feedback on the episodes, absolutely amazing responses, and again, you guys absolutely smashed it on the likes on the last episode. So yeah, we're gonna keep this series going for as long as you guys would like to see it. So let's see if that's gonna be too heavy. Oh yeah, definitely too heavy. There we go. All right. Still have all these big logs right here that I had to cut down short because I couldn't pick them up. Still got to sell those. We should probably, I'd say between this pile here and we have another pile somewhere. Another pile over there. We should probably get around $1,000, I would think. Hopefully, right? That'd be nice. But if not, then that's alright. We'll just keep rolling with what we gotta do. That needs to be another 37 later. There we go. That was almost perfect. So yeah, as I said, the feedback has been absolutely incredible on this series so far. Again, thank you guys so much for all of the comments and all of the likes that you've been leaving for this series. I am having an absolute blast. Just getting back to kind of my origins. Like, if you guys have been following the channel from, pretty much the beginning, then I started with survival farming. So it's been nice to get in here and just get back to my roots, I guess. And so some of the things that have been suggested have been, wait a minute, is that, oh yeah, okay, 251. All right, we're gonna get rid of that little bit. So yeah, I've been asking questions throughout the series in the episodes for you guys to give me feedback on. 216, oh my goodness. 197, there we go. It's got to be 200 or below. So yeah, 198 on this one, and then this is where it gets a little funky on stacking these because they start to get shorter. Right, so it becomes a little bit harder to get like a full trailer. Let's actually throw that strap on there just to hold things in place as we're still stacking. But yeah, so 200 liters or tons or whatever, 200 something or the other. What's the measurement for the weight? Kilograms. So I don't know what that equates to in pounds. I think somebody said it was like 400 something pounds, which is, insanity to be picking up, but Farm Sim is generous. There we go, 194. And get this one in there. And then we have to start kind of putting some back here. So the shorter we get, we can put some back here. That way it kind of balances out the trailer and the tractor, because you can see it's starting to really sag here and lift up the front end. But yeah, I got a lot of work to do here to get the money that we need. 35 roughly, 35,000, 36,000. I'd say 36,000 just to be safe. So let's see if we can get to it today. I'm gonna go ahead and grind out some trees and maybe do a little bit of grass here and hopefully get us a new tractor. So before I go, actually, let me finish what I was saying. I get distracted, guys. I get distracted really easy when it comes to Farm Sim. So, yeah, I've been asking you guys questions throughout the episodes, and the responses have been amazing. A lot of great input and feedback. So yeah, I have definitely been taking those into consideration when we, move forward in this series, really. But yeah, so I'm going to continue to ask questions throughout these episodes. Some episodes there may not be questions, so now somebody did suggest that I put the questions down in the description. As much as that, that is a good idea. That would just take extra time that I honestly I don't have. Okay, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I don't know, maybe I can get another one on the top there. Am I getting a little greedy? Let's actually start taking some of these. But yeah, so it would take a little bit too much extra time for me to go through and actually type out the questions and stuff in the description. Just because my time is limited on certain things. I'm not like on a schedule, but I do try to stay on task when it comes to making content here. So obviously you guys know I live stream on Twitch and all of that. So actually I'm recording this on a Thursday. You guys are going to get this on a Friday. And I am supposed to be live streaming tonight as of the time of this recording. So it's a little, it's a little time sensitive that I get this episode out. I should have actually recorded this yesterday, being Wednesday as of the time of this recording. So I should have actually recorded this yesterday. I just wasn't feeling it. There's sometimes that I have the motivation and I have the inspiration to get an episode recorded or do a live stream or something like that, and then there's some days where I just don't feel it, and I don't want to produce low quality content for you guys. I want the content to be entertaining and filled with progress, and the streams as well. If I don't have the energy for a stream, then I won't do a stream because it's just not fun for me or the viewer. So yeah, I try to keep things upbeat as I can. So I'll keep you guys with me here real quick while we go into town and sell this trailer load of logs, and then we'll cut there and go get some work done, and hopefully come back with enough money to buy a tractor. This episode may be a little bit shorter than the last two, and that is again just because of the time frame that I'm recording this in. I should have actually recorded this yesterday or earlier this morning. I slept in until about noon, so it's currently 12:30 in the afternoon as of the time of this. But anyways, that's enough jibber jabber. Let's go see how much we make off of this and then get to work. Alright, here we go. We got $2,200 off of that. We're up to $14,000. $14,900. Might as well be at $15,000. So that is a good start. So let's get up here, get to work. I'm going to grind out some of these trees and maybe cut some grass. And I'll kind of just chime in here and there and fill you in on where we're at. And we'll go from there. Alright, so I've done a couple of loads of logs, and I went ahead and got rid of the rest of those little cut logs that I had laying around. Those actually fetched quite a bit of money. I think almost 4,000 between the two separate piles there. I think it was like I'd say maybe around 3,300, 3,500 altogether. So it wasn't too bad, to be honest. Much more than I thought I was going to get for those, but those were some pretty beefy short logs, which is why I had to cut them down pretty short. So we're up to $18,268, And what I'm gonna do is take a break from that and start cutting some more grass here. And just trying to think of the direction I want to head here. Let's open the map and let it save, of course. And then let's take a look at our farmland. So we got quite a bit of, so you can see we're right here. We've got quite a bit of land off to the sides and behind where we're at. We also have all of this open space over here. Now, this little section right here that I cut took, I don't know, maybe an hour to do. Roughly. Yeah, about an hour. So it's time consuming, that's for sure. But I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of work off of where we're at already. And come on over here. And get off the road just a little bit. And we'll just continue on working off of this area. So, let's go ahead and crank that on. Get it dropped. And I think what I want to do here is go in, hit detect width, reset, and set. Now we have our straight line. And we are off to the races. Now, I'm going to be tabbing in and out of the map to kind of see where I'm at, you know, in relation to our property line. Because sometimes it will say you can't cut this land, and sometimes it won't. So let's go just a little bit further. Right about there. We'll go straight up from this direction right here. Want to make sure we're at about a 90-degree angle off of this. Right about there should be good. And reset that. And now we're underway. Now, if you're wondering which GPS mod I use Vehicle Control Add-on, which is a PC-only mod available in the Mod Hub. And it adds a couple of different features to your equipment. So GPS is really the main one that I use because, well, it just makes life easier when it comes to recording videos for me. And this one, you do not have to pay for GPS. So with the guided steering mod GPS, you have to pay like $15,000 to add the GPS to your tractor. Now, while that is a little bit more realistic, having to pay for a GPS system on your tractor, I don't want to have to pay that $15,000 every tractor I buy. This is probably going to take a little bit longer, quite a bit longer, actually, than this one over here. Now, we are a little off, but that's alright. I didn't really go super straight with that one. So yeah, like I said, this is going to take a little while. That field right there took about an hour, I think, to do. And I got to get this video going and get it done. So let me just quit chatting and get to work. Alright, we got the cutting done. That took a little while, but I just threw on some Truckers FM radio here in the old farm sim. I've been listening to the in-game radio stations here quite a bit lately while I've been farming. And I have... Wait a minute. Which... the yellow one is for the hay. That's right. Yellow is for hay. Need to ted this grass up. Yeah, so I've been enjoying the in-game radio quite a bit here lately. Gives me something to listen to and, you know, breaks the silence and the tractor noise. Alright, so this one I do have to turn on and then lower it down. There we go, and we are underway. Got a lot of grass here to turn into hay, and then we should get roughly about $2,000 per load, trailer load of hay, as we did last episode. I didn't want this episode to be like too similar to the last one, but you know, in these beginning stages, things are a little bit repetitive, and but I think that's gonna be okay. Because once we get this new tractor, if we can get this new tractor this episode, if not, we'll definitely get it next episode if we don't get it this episode. But regardless, next episode we are going to be jumping into some field creations. We're going to be plowing out our fields, kind of where we want the fields, and I'm holding off on building any buildings right now simply because, well, buildings are not going to generate any income for us. And income is what we need. Now, we could always put down some kind of a passive income, you know, in the generators category in build mode. We could put something down that would kind of bring in a little bit of money here and there, which we may look into. We'll see how much money we have once we get to the point to where we can buy our tractor. And I should be doing headlands on this, but I'm not going to worry about it. It'll be okay. No big deal at all. So, yeah, I'm just going to continue on here. This episode, I think, is getting around the 20-minute mark, maybe a little bit over that by now. So I want to try to keep it 30 minutes, around 30 minutes. Like I said, this one may end up being a little bit shorter. But, yeah, so if you are watching this video, by the way, on a Friday, at the time of release, I will be live streaming over on Twitch. It'll be around anywhere from 4:30 to 5 o'clock, sometimes 6 o'clock is when I get started, PM, Eastern Standard Time here in the US. So if you are interested, feel free to stop by, say hi, drop a follow, and yeah, hang out. We have a good time over there. All right, we got our tedding and our windrowing done. Finally, it's a little messy on the ends, but you know, it's really on the top end. I kind of messed up. I didn't do a headland up there. I did come back and do headlands down here just to clean up the edge, and we also now have our equipment parked over here on our little dirt plot. We got our mower, tedder, windrower, and our wagon. So kind of just laid it out in order of when they would be used. So just got to start using my actual driveway instead of cutting across the grass and everything. But it's all good. So we'll go ahead and actually there's some right there, as you can see. This ended up being a little bit funky on these ends, but that's alright. So we do need to, actually that was already unfolded, we do need to turn it on and lower it down. There we go. So this took absolutely forever the last time I did it in the last episode. It's a lot of back and forth. We definitely need a bigger tractor and a bigger forage wagon with a, you know, larger capacity. You know, taking this at 13,000 liters at a time is better than what it would have been if I didn't go with the additional capacity on this thing. So, I mean, you know, there's that. At least it's not too bad, too painful. I mean, it kind of is painful, but we'll be okay. So we're already at 42% with this thing. And then, let's see, we'll go ahead and finish up this last headland line right here. That way we can clean up this little bit. And there we go. And we'll come back and get that end and go from there. And there we go. Headland is done. And we'll actually, we could go up here to the top and clean that up. You can see just a little bit up there is kind of off. We'll just have to, it's kind of hard to see this hay in the grass, in the tall grass there. But I don't think we're honestly going to worry about that, those little bits and stuff up there. just because it is a bit of a pain to see. I was zooming out just so I could see if I could see it any better, but it doesn't seem like it, so there we go. And we are struggling up here on the top of this hill. This is why we need a bigger tractor. I do have another tractor in mind already. I have looked at it. I know what the price is and the horsepower. We're going to be going up from this 40 some odd horsepower to 143 horsepower, I believe, and from 16 mile an hour to 26 mile an hour. And we are almost full. And there we go. We are full already. We get this top hill area done, and we should be smooth sailing from there. So let's head on over to the store and get this sold and see how much money we're gonna make off of each load this time around. I'm sure the price has changed. We could always go in and take a look, but let's be surprised together. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. How much are we gonna get for this? Definitely need the money, that is for sure. It's going up pretty good. We're gonna hit 20,000. There we go, 20,000 is hit. We are at 20,356. We got $2,088 off of that load. That is a little bit more, I think, than what I was getting before. So that is awesome. Now, we're not always going to be selling this hay, as I mentioned in the last episode. We are going to be putting some of it into bales so we can have it for our animals when we get to that point. We are going to do animals. We'll most likely start with chickens, as always, you know, with the survival series. You know, chickens are a pretty decent source of income, even though the eggs do take a little while. But, you know, once those eggs start rolling in, it is full-on production mode with the eggs. So also, I do have the enhanced animal system installed, so we're gonna have some baby animals. And for the added challenge of this series, we're not gonna start with animals that can reproduce and give us products and milk and eggs and wool and all that stuff. We're gonna start with the babies. And yeah, so that's going to be a lot of food that we're going to have to get stocked up before we get into the animals in order to keep them fed as they are growing to the state that they can actually give us a product of some sort. You know, whether it be the chickens, cows, whatever, you know what I mean. Eggs, milk, wool. We're not going to do pigs. Maybe we might. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Let me know in the comments. Here's something for you guys to decide on. Let me know in the comments. Do you think we should do pigs? Because I don't see a whole lot of people doing pigs. And I know exactly why. I don't do a whole lot of pigs. I think I've done pigs once. And it was on Western Wilds. And I didn't even really do much with them. Now, pigs, you can't... Like, there's nothing to do with the pigs. All you do is feed them. And they grow. And then you sell them, and that's pretty much it. So there's not really a whole lot to do with them. To be honest with you, I don't even remember if they produce manure or slurry or anything like that, or like liquid manure or anything. So you know, they almost seem like a waste of money, and they seem like a waste of time, simply because they don't really do a whole lot for us. So we're gonna go ahead and, oh, can I pick up that little bit right there? There we go. All right, let's bring that up and turn it off so we're not struggling. This is a hill, and this is another reason why we need the bigger tractor. Now there is a little row, I think, right here. Yeah, there we go. I was able to see it there in the distance, because I do have some of my graphic settings turned down a little bit, just because it was causing some issues, lagging. I'm due for a new computer. That's all there is to it. So I'll have to work towards getting that so we can improve the quality of the games that we're playing. Plus, you know, for live streaming, it's quite demanding for live streaming. Not farm sim, but like live streaming in general is pretty demanding on the system. But yeah, I just yacked along here, and we're gonna keep moving here. I'll bring you guys back when we're on our last trip to the store, see how much money we make off of this. I don't think we're gonna make enough for the tractor this episode, but we still got a pretty good chunk of change so far. So yeah, let me get back to work. Alright, you guys, we have been hard at work here getting things done on the farm. We are on our last full load. We actually got a full load on our last one, which was pretty cool. That's, you know, we don't have to go back for a little tiny bit and then drive all the way back down here just for that. But you can see we are at $36,471. So you know what that means? That means we are going to be buying us a brand new tractor here just a minute. I didn't think we were going to make it, but we absolutely made it. So shout out to those that stuck around to the end of the video and had faith in me. I appreciate you. I love your face. That might have been a little awkward. I hope that didn't make you uncomfortable. And look at this, we are now at $38,560. We definitely met our goal here today. So let's go buy us a brand new tractor, and then there's one other piece of equipment that we need to buy. We had the money for the is that a collectible? We had the money for the tractor already. Let's turn that off because it's getting low on fuel. But I needed the 36,000. Oh my goodness. Legend has it that 36 golden animal statues were lost here centuries ago. Can you find them? You could be sure of a finder's reward. Wow. Read the words. You found a golden cow. Just $30,000 for that, you guys. Oh my god, I thought it was just gonna give us like 1,000. But that just doubled our money, and we didn't need to do all that work. We did. Okay. Alright. With that in mind now, we have $68,560. The tractor I was looking at was actually this one right here. 143 horsepower, 290 liter fuel, 24 mile an hour work speed. This was the tractor I was looking at. But now it's like, you know, we could buy good stuff. We could buy a good tractor. Or that money actually is going to have to go towards a seeder and stuff like that. So maybe we should just play nice and get the tractor we were looking at. And before we do that, let's look into sales. Right now, we don't really have anything for us to pick up. So let's go to small tractors. Let's go to our Deutz-Fahr. This is the one that I'm going to be using. This is a mod in the mod hub, the AgroStar 6.61. It is listed as a manual, but we are running automatic, so yeah. Now we could go Michelin and beefy tires just because we have the money, and maybe we add some beacon lights on it. We definitely want the front loader attachment. And should we go for, oh god, that's $14,000. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So we're going to leave the colors the way they are, and we will randomize the tag as we always do. Hit OK. $31,100 for that tractor. Now, the other thing that we need is a plow. We need a plow. Where, plows? Plows? Hello? Plows? There they are. Okay. So I was looking at this guy right here, 130 horsepower for a 4-meter working width. So we have 143 horsepower. Those are going to be too small. And what does this take? 160 for 2.5. Yeah, we're going to go with this one right here. This one comes with the Hinterland map. So we're going to go ahead and pick this guy up for $5,500. And then, while we have the money, we are going to need a cultivator and a seeder. So let's take a look-see here in the cultivators. Now, we got this guy right here, 20 horsepower. It's a 3.2 working with, 5 working with, 4, 3, and 2.8. So this one right here, 5 working with, 31 horsepower. And it is $1,500. We're going to go ahead and pick this one up. So it's going to be, I guess, a harrow and tires. Let's add the tires on just for the added survival effect. And for this, you know what? Let's go with like a worn bluish color on this, right? And then let's make those kind of like a faded black. Yeah? Yeah? I like it. I like it a lot. Let's go ahead and buy that. And now let's take a little look-see in our seeders. Now, we have 125 horsepower requirement, 165. I don't have any mod. Well, I do have these in here. This is a 3 and this is a 3. And then this is a 3. What's the difference between this? Oh, it's a different brand. This is a 3 and this is a 3. Maybe I should look. You know what? This is an Agro Mars. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. This is, oh, it's $21,000 by the way, guys. We have 29,200. So we need it though. We need it. Let's go ahead and buy it. That way we can start getting some crop down. Also, we need to look into, we don't have the capability of, well, we don't have the funds to buy a like fertilizer and stuff. So I'm not, you know, lime is pretty cheap. If we can, like, this is a 6-meter working with, 18-meter. We could go ahead and pick one up. That's a 10-meter and a 10-meter. 10-meter, 330 liter, 350. 650 with an 18, and it's a Stara 3500, does lime and fertilizer. Let's go with this one right here. We'll go ahead and pick this up as well, $3,500. And now that leaves us with $4,087. So we have that, and I don't think we need anything else at the moment. Yeah, I think, well, we're gonna need a harvester and a trailer of some sort. So, you know, we'll have to do that stuff later. I think I have some modded trailers in here. That's cattle trailers. Yeah, I don't have any modded trailers, so I have to go through the trailers and just see what we can get into with that. But for now, let's, oh, uh-oh. $1,611 delivery fee. What? Did I accidentally set the delivery point up there? Oh no. Well, alright, let's drive up there and see our equipment. I think I was testing something and I forgot to reset. Yeah, I can see him right now. Whoops, that's my fault. That is definitely my fault. That's okay. Here we are at our brand new tractor, our Deutz-Fahr, and we also have our plow, we have our cultivator, we have a seeder, and we have our spreader. Now, one thing I didn't check was if this was a direct drill, because it is a mod. So let's just jump in real quick and see if that was a direct drill. No, it was not. So it was a good move getting the cultivator and all of that. Now, we do have precision farming on. We could look into possibly buying soil samples, but we don't have any fields to do that. Yeah, so we'll have to figure that out later. So let's go ahead and hop in our brand new tractor. And yeah, look at this thing, guys. This thing is an absolute hoss. That's right, I said hoss. Get our plow. Yeah, dude, this thing is looking nice. This thing is beautiful. Love it. I don't really use Deutz-Fahr all that much, but we're using it now. So I think I'm gonna spend some time getting the equipment back over to the farm, and we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We got a lot done. We just got a surprise $30,000 bonus there, and yeah, we've made some progress here. We're at $4,000, and we got all this new equipment to start some field work, which is what we're gonna be doing in the next episode. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If, remember, leave it a like. Lets me know that you guys enjoy this series and you want to continue to see it on the channel. And feel free to leave comments down below with any questions that I asked throughout this episode. And I will see you guys in the next one.